Savage Dragon number 29 from July of 1996. We have another cover with a guest star. Last issue we had the Max here. Now we got Wildstar. Wildstar is the Jerry Ordway, Al Gordon Image comic creation. I feel like everybody had a copy of Wildstar 1 along with Shaman's Tears and Tribe. But anyway, Wildstar's here, and so is Josh Eckhorn, who has a head so thick you can float a bottle cap on it. But speaking of heads, though, where is the head, the highbrow logo? It was here in the last issue. I'll show it off here. The icon of highbrow comics, highbrow entertainment. I guess Eric didn't feel the need for it anymore because I didn't see it in this issue or the next few ones. So, sayonara to the highbrow logo. But on to the story. So these three people are in the Chicago underground for some dumb reason. It's Wildstar, and then they're listed. These other two are listed as Skylark and Hotwire. But they run into the homeless super freaks, and then dude just like turns into Wildstar and punches the Rock for no good reason. I mean, look, like he just fucking trips, and then decides, to start throwing punches around because he was clumsy. I don't know. But on to the next page here, we got Dragon in the police station talking about moving into a new apartment, breaking up with Rapture while she's pregnant because he doesn't believe the baby is his. So what an asshole. And then William Johnson, his fellow cop, brings up a good point. He says, dude, you have a healing ability, so maybe you're not sterile anymore. Think about that. But Dragon says, nope, I'm out of here. And he leaves a tape at Rapture's apartment and says that will explain everything, except she doesn't have a VCR. Another dick move. So the police are investigating a bank robbery from the last issue. And this is all just a setup so that we can get a joke about which came first, the chicken or the ape. The Dragon is off on assignment. He's evicting homeless super freaks. When Rapture shows up to the police station and causes a scene, she starts just choking motherfuckers and punches Ann Stevens out here. And meanwhile, there's a standoff between police and the freaks. Tension is escalated. Dragon thinks he recognizes Wildstar there, but then there's a punch thrown, and then it's just on. Cops versus freaks. Howard is very happy to be getting to use excessive force. Wildstar gets shot in the head. Then the Dragon just starts to peel off his starfish gimmick there. All right, then you got this pinup of the Dragon and Star Sans Wild. There's an ad for body bags here by Jason Pearson. R.I.P. We lost him a couple years ago. Let's see. Wildstar then has a vision. Yeah, this is crazy. A vision of a future or another dimension. But there's this dragon that's here. Not our dragon, a different dragon. Maybe an alien species. Is it Malcolm Dragon? Is this the first appearance of Malcolm Dragon in the future in some sort of... Anyway, the mind reels with who this could be. I guess we'll find out at some point. Before we dwell on that for too long, though, the Fiend comes in like a house of fire, crashing right through the place and just blasts the Dragon's arms clean off. And he starts like cracking jokes. I guess maybe that's all he can do because he knows this chick can just destroy him if she wants to. So, and she does, knocks him out, drags him away. Now Rapture finally sees the tape that Dragon saw last issue, and she knows now why he left her because of her meeting with Peter Clapton on tape. And this is where she says, she wants to get in his pants. And then she also says that he's got what she wants and that they're not leaving that room until she craps. Gross. I wouldn't stay with her either after that. So the police leave and the freaks are beat up real bad. Wildstar and his team leave. Cool. Then the Fiend and her satanic sorcerer have the armless dragon captured, chained up. And they put this colander on his head, and then that fries him with lightning bolts and kills him. He's dead. The end. What? So we'll find out what happens next issue there. On to Fanatics. Oh well, on to the letters page. Erik Larsen explains that this issue was a month late because of the workload that he's taken on inking the Ninja Turtles book and also doing redesigns for the Savage Dragon cartoon. So he's been super busy. And plus, the story from this issue is supposed to be continued in Spawn 52, and that this issue was going to be late, so he would have had to have waited to release issue 30. But hey, while I've got these out though, look at this. So we got 29, 30, and 28 all featuring guest stars on the cover from other Image titles. You know, Max, Wildstar, Spawn. It's like Larsen is kind of hot-shotting the territory, to use a wrestling parlance. But on to the letters. In this issue, Larsen confirms that, I think this is the first time we hear that, yes, Brainy Ape is Hitler's brain in an ape body. So, excellent. Then, let's see. He also addresses a rumor that was apparently in Wizard magazine or something, that he was going to be teaming up the dragon with an unnamed Marvel character at some point, but he says he hasn't talked to Marvel at all. But mostly this issue just kind of features reaction to issue 27, which was the proposal issue. And overwhelmingly, many of them say it's like their favorite issue. It's very positive reviews from everybody. They're all noting, just like I did, that, you know, it didn't have a single action scene. It was just character development. And it's good to see that that was appreciated at the time. So that's about it for the letters. There's a Cyberfrog ad back here. And Distant Soil by Colleen Doran has moved to Image Comics, where it would find a permanent home. So they would just sporadically publish issues through the 2000s and then a hiatus, I think coming back in like 2013 or something. So there's a ad for the toys on the back. That's going to wrap up issue 29. Next up is Spawn and issue 30.